Here we go, the round of 16 featuring a gigantic matchup. How good is this? The earliest in an event they've ever met. Filipe Toledo, two-time world champ, taking on Griffin Colapinto. He's come off back-to-back seasons where he's finished number 3 in the world.
It's got to be really intimidating to come up against somebody like Filipe this early in the event at your home stage.
Oh my.
As we see the nice cool high line from Filipe. Beautiful car with some speed and flair. Toledo chucks the board out the back with the reverse rotation. King of variety showing it off this morning, and how smooth are those trains.
Fresh energy here in this event after Margaret River.
What'd you see on this one, Tanner?
Well, obviously face-searing carves from Filipe Toledo. You'd have no other way of doing it. I don't know, you know, for me, Filipe, the way he is able to incorporate all of his variety so seamlessly on every single one of these rights is such a point of difference.
He's so good at switching gears, Mitch, watching this angle again.
Yeah, no, but the speed that he just carries throughout every single turn is just ridiculous. I mean, that's a guy that's, what, no more than 150, 160 pounds, and for him to throw this kind of spray, it all comes down to timing and really the positioning of his board on waves like this. And talk about king of variety, as you mentioned, Joe. Saw a lot of variety on these turns on Filipe's opener, so what a great way for him to start off this heat.
Griffin already ready to answer. Digging his teeth in on that mayhem. Driving through that coping well. Nice spring-loaded bottom turn. Punches out the little pencil drop to get back to business. This is starting with the energy that we were hoping for, Mitchell. His boards always seem much smaller than the rest of the tour. Here's Griffin's wave here, Tanner.
Yeah, so a little bit of a different approach, I think, from the two of them. You're going to see a little bit more slide, a little bit more on-the-face turns from Griffin and punch tails like that. Whereas Filipe, I don't know if he's riding a quad on this day specifically, but he always tends to have a little bit more rail engaged through all of his turns, where Griffin relies on a lot of that energy through the lip, extension with his board. That's cool. I mean, obviously they both are incredible, and there is slight differences.
Tanner, how do you like a quad out here at lowers?
You know, he stands stronger on his surfboard and sometimes can power through things. But Filipe, it's all technique all day long.
Toledo going left, setting his rail. Nice first snap, off the lip carve. Drives into the pocket again, flows over. A tough section to stay with control, and he does it well. Opener for Filipe, 7.5. Opener for Griff, 7.07. These guys bring out the best in each other. And typically in finals, watching the left again on this one, Tanner.
Filipe on these lefts, ever since the beginning of the QS days when he was first coming out here, he utilizes these to the best that they can be used as a regular foot surfer.
It's still the best rider we've seen all year long, and I know we have multiple 10-point rides at the moment, but it's talking about how explosive he is and how quick he can get to a certain section up and riding again.
This is what makes him dangerous. You just can't watch him. Under priority, Filipe into a second hook, just speed blasting every section and throwing the reverse at the end. You can tell he's got clear eyes and an open mind right now. There's no distracting thoughts between sections. Every turn is so explosive. And that was under priority, Tanner.
Surfing with a lot of emphasis.
Here we go, Mitch.
Yeah, I know, and this is a smaller wave under priority, as you said. Can't really keep an eye on him too much, though. I mean, this first turn, just incredible. And as you can see, I thought he had no chance to get to the lip line right there and throws the reverse and somehow pulls it out on the IC replay. But just, once again, Tanner, to me, really, his sizing, you're looking at a perfect frame. The way he's always surfing the pocket of that quad, as you said, forces you to be tight right there, too.
Yeah, but then here's your Filipe factor. Coming into this turn, this is an absolutely impossible section with a quad to blow your tail out into the reverse. Like, he himself is an anomaly.
He's looking for his 100th heat win. Big swoop in the pocket. Off the bottom, snap the slide. Has total control, greases the float. On the wind-up, punches out the fins, lays back and incomplete. On was what was looking like the score to turn the heats, but losing the finishing move. Now it's going to be really tough, Mitch. Toledo will keep him honest and take this left off Griff. Just speeding now down this wall. Winding up, big whip reverse for Toledo. And ends up popping the shove it, rides out switch.
Griff might even better the 707 with this one left, but looking at the IC replay, this is what I'm talking about. He adjusts so well, and Toledo, a lot of pop, great projection, but see how it's a bit of a dirty landing? Look at that, though. Goes straight into the shove it, And that is just crazy. I mean, when you talk about acrobatics and just being able to adjust on the fly, good amount of pop on this one, though, Tanner.
This is that air I was talking about. Filipe is pretty well known for this. He gets so much lift out of the pocket, and that's a hard section to come out of. It goes into that soft spot in the middle part of the lowers left, which he basically landed right on the top of, but to come straight into this is bizarre.
Oh, my God.
Like, looks so calm, so confident, and just pulls it right around. Something I was noticing there in the beginning is it was really Griffin forcing the hand for Filipe to go left in a bit of a competitive play.
Truly a video game. Watching now Griff trying to match him. Nice big vertical smash. Perfect transition. Greasing 2 big turns. There's the third. And he'll ride away. The other day, Tanner mentioned how underrated the backhand of Griffin really is. To the reaction from downstairs. And then this was what Griff did right after Felipe's wave, Mitch.
Yeah, I really like this one. As you were mentioning, underrated backhand for sure. One in Fiji. First 2 turns were great, and I love the variation that just brings that extra little slide, something different. So good amount of time left, and talk about the critical nature of the first maneuver, Joe. As critical as it possibly could have gotten, but once again, the variety on the last one scores in. It's his very best.
Well done for Griff, getting a 7.9. Mitch, excited to watch this one unfold as we have Griffin on the windup. Nice snap to start, chasing a ramp right there. A nice floaty punt with the tail high. Nice clean, glassy inside corner, but doesn't have enough depth for him to push hard on a finishing move. Nice snap over the coping and puts it together well.
Could be close.
Dude, this is such a slug match. Like, come on. Off the roof right there. The second turn is sick. Like, these guys are going at each other. This is exactly, as a viewer, what you want to be watching right now is them, like, recklessly approaching these rights. Griff, this is a tight one, right? Like, did he get it or did he not? I don't know.
He got lucky with that bonus section on the inside, too, but, I mean, you look at the height, the projection of the air, and it was perfectly landed, too. He couldn't have done it any better, Joe.
Well, what the judges do in these situations, they have their comparisons, right? So they see what Griff did. They've already written down a score, and they'll go, okay, Griff needs a 7.61. We can look at Felipe's 7.5. Make their comparisons there since that's in that same category. I mean, for variety, he did well.
Yep.
The risk on the punt for a nice clean finish, but Toledo's coming. Easy float. And a giant rotail in a really hard landing. Toledo doing the splits and incomplete. Right back to business. He's on his way back out.
At the end, he got the little bonus section, and here's Toledo's on the outside. Seemed like he was on his way to improve on the 7.5.
Oh.
First carve's huge, and this is where he caught up with him. Down the line once again, I'm thinking, okay, you land this air, there's no doubt that you're improving on the mid-7 that you have. And as you said, Joe,
maybe they were just looking for a complete ride as the statement to turn this heat.
50 seconds. Another chance here. Griffin doesn't have priority, forces Filipe to go. Toledo, nice flow into the wrapping turn. He's got a gigantic ramp. Look at that full road.
Come on, this is insane.
Griffin, go ahead, Tanner.
Yeah, how sick is the admiration of the two of these guys? Like, they're literally in a bout right now. Filipe back against the wall just throws up a monstrous full rotation for fun. Love it. I feel good about it. Next wave, Griffin's out the back because he pushed Filipe into that front one. Look at this. It's the amplitude over that foam. Just easy as
Here we go,
Griffin's
boys.
got a chance. 30 seconds to go. All in here. On the wind-up first turn, solid, throwing some water. Off the bottom, punches it out perfectly. Transitions with the blowtail and controls it.
Felipe's clapping.
Toledo celebrating a fine performance. One of the best rivalries we have on tour. Coming down to the wire with 10 seconds to go. Can I have a hug?
This is insane. Mitch, I think he will improve there, but it really comes down to this ride. Like you're talking, 3 major maneuvers done on this ride, back to back to back. What's your guys' thoughts on this?
Oh, man. That last turn's nasty, bro. I mean,
let's wait and see what the judges think about it. He gets his 100th win. Griffin Colapinto, an 8.93 into the quarterfinals.
There you go. That's what you call flop, right? Like, come on. San Clemente comes out for these guys, and that's so special for Griff to be feeling that love right there.
you still need a hug, Joe?